I ordered Martin Hatch to execute his PR campaign. The university mission was a success, but at a great cost. I can't afford unwanted attention, not yet. We need to cover our tracks, shift the blame. Jack's transport never arrived at the Ground Zero operation. Martin wants to use the media as a tool to find him, turn the city against him. I know where I'll see him again. The visions have made that clear. Seeing Jack at the university, it awakened something in me. An admonition of what was coming. A reminder of how it all started. Who I once was. 17 years ago, I performed a test that caused a fracture in time. I was to blame. I came to terms with that very quickly. It took far longer to accept that there was nothing I could do to stop it. I built Monarch from the shadows. Waited 17 years for that moment to arrive again. Thought I was ready. This was my greatest struggle to date. Feeling the moment approaching, simply allowing such a tragedy to occur, knowing any action I would take to prevent it would simply make it so. And now it's here. We are the only ones prepared for what comes next. My plan was in motion. The time for hiding is over. Okay, finally. Found a stutter-proof pocket. This should work. I don't think anybody will ever hear this, but I need to record it. If only for my own sanity. I don't have long until they find me again. The end of time is here. I'm living the goddamn proof. How did it come to this? Where did it all start? I conducted an experiment with Jack Joyce. I didn't listen. I was a goddamn fool. We caused a fracture in time. I entered the machine, was sent to the future. But where I ended up, there was no future. Time has stopped. Forever. I've spent weeks hiding from those things. They're always searching for me. And I'm not alone. Someone else is here, hunting me. I see her shadow. The machine is broken. I can't make it work. I have to find a way back. Before this ever happened, find a way to prevent the mistakes we made. This was my fault. It's my fucking fault. I have to make it right. I have to find a way. I know what they'll say. I've turned my back on Monarch, on the mission. For him, for Jack. The contrary is true. Jack could be our greatest asset if I can just make him understand. He needs time to understand, to process what has happened. Eventually, he'll see. He's the only one who possesses the same power, the lens to see clearly what I see every moment of every day. What's coming, the inevitability of it all. I just received word that shots were fired as Hatch delivered his speech. Shots meant from me. There's somebody else opposing me. Somebody on the inside. The sickness is spreading. Visions are becoming more frequent. I'm having increasing difficulty holding on to the present. They need me to be strong. The lifeboat depends on it. I hope to God Dr. Amaral finds a more permanent solution soon. The treatments won't last much longer. September 5th, 1999. Again. I found a way back from the end of time through a second machine. I went back as far as it would send me, February 28th, 1999, with a simple goal: to use my knowledge of the past to protect us from the future I witnessed. I've built a company from the ground up, invested in sure bets. We've made millions in mere weeks, and this is just the beginning. I can use this knowledge to do great things. I can use it to guide us to a better future, to make the world a better place. And it's strange, living all this a second time, reliving it all from the shadows. I recognized a vagrant the other day. I know how he dies weeks from now. I can save him from that fate. A simple start. If I can do that much, then I can save us all. I still see visions of it every day, haunting me. Time frozen. Billions of people just stopped for an eternity. Never living and never dead. She followed me here, tried to kill me. I'd like to think it haunts her too. It was him. The whole time, Martin fucking Hatch has been sabotaging me from the inside. He destroyed the lab containing my only treatments. I can feel my sickness spreading by the minute. Without those treatments, it's only a matter of time until... He's had his hands in every phase of Monarch's development, overseen our R&D division for years. Why? Why now? This can't be about control. He wants control of Monarch. He is using this company for his own agenda, building towards something. All those secret projects I granted him. What has he been up to? We will find him, and I will put an end to this once and for all. It's only a matter of time before the sickness takes over. I've delayed the inevitable, taken the final treatment to reach the clarity necessary for my final actions. All I've built, everything I've done here, it can't be for nothing. The lifeboat cannot function without the CFR, the countermeasure. I've had a vision. I've seen Jack at the swimming pool holding the device. That's where I meant to stop him. That's where I must go. That's where this ends. I ordered Liam Burke to guard the CFR chamber. I know he won't succeed, but at the very least he'll slow Jack down, make sure he comes out hurting. Now I have to finish the job. Know that everything I have done was necessary to assure our survival. Every life lost was in the service of our future. My fight ends today, but Monarch's has just begun. The end of time cannot be prevented, but it can be endured. We will survive. We will survive. September 11th, 2001. It happened for the second time. I watched the planes hit. I watched the towers fall. I did everything I could to prevent it. Took every precaution. I warned them, time and again. And just like every other thing I've tried to change, I've failed. It can't be done. I'm living in a cycle that cannot be broken. And I know where it leads. I thought I could prevent the end of time. I can't. But I can use this power to survive it, to ensure that when time ends, life doesn't. I'm refocusing Monarch's efforts. We'll develop technology to counter the effects of the fracture. We'll develop weapons to fight back against the enemies that will thrive there. I went back to William's workshop. The time machine is gone. He's working on a new device of some kind. I have no doubt she's involved somehow. So I need to keep my distance. I'll intervene when the time is right. I built an empire. It's time to put it to use. July 11th, 2010. A week ago, we retrieved a device from William's workshop. Dr. Kim believes it can be repurposed to develop our lifeboat protocol, the key to our survival. I killed her. The first sacrifice in the name of our mission. I could see in her eyes she would never fully accept what must be done. I pray that I never have to look in Jack's eyes and see the same thing. I'll make him understand. I'll make him see.